Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. In this one we are taking a quick moment to have a quick look at Pfizer stocks. So of course Pfizer is actually a stock which we have not covered before on the channel, and honestly a lot has gone on with this stock in the past month, and I think now it is time to ask ourselves, is this stock a good buy? We are currently sat a little bit higher than where we were at the start of the month, but we can see that a lot of that big sell-off from earlier has kind of gone away. Now some could be asking yourself, is this a great time to buy? Others could be asking, is this the kind of stock which you want to stay away from? So tonight I'm going to be giving my opinions on the stock. So if that does sound like a good plan, please do leave a like and subscribe. Of course, you guys already know that we're trying to grow the channel as fast as we possibly can, and every single subscriber is massively appreciated. So yeah, to ask ourselves this question, we are going to be having a look at how the company is performing, some important information regarding the thing that you probably already know, and then of course some analyst rating, followed by my ratings. So yeah, first things first, we're just going to have a quick look at how the stock has been moving, like I said. So if we do have a quick look to the one day, this was of course Friday, because today's a Saturday, we can see that the stock is unfortunately down. So we're down today from 38.9 down to 37.69. So of course there was a big spike towards the end of the day, but we are down about 0.95%. So of course just less than 1% we are down today. Looking out on the 5-day period, we are also down by about 9.5%. So of course this is taking us down from $41.63 on Monday down to the current point of about $37.60 on the Friday. So of course very unfortunate to see a decrease, but when we do look back to give some context, we can see a lot of the hype did come in early this month. Now, of course, the obvious thing, which you guys already know about, is about the vaccine which Pfizer have, presented. And I think that's kind of interesting that they have done this, because obviously the vaccine is currently being administered, I do believe. But I think the reason why a lot of hype has gone out of this stock is, it's a kind of interesting one. I think a lot of people probably took a speculative trade earlier in the year on this stock, and then when it kind of did go through, a lot of people did sell off. So, of course, looking back on the past year, we can see that there was quite a lot of, or at least a decent amount of growth in the stock's value. So of course a lot of people were kind of holding this stock. So I think once this huge increase did increase and go up to this point, I think a lot of people just thought, you know what, let's sell this stock now and get a decent price. And I think a lot of other people did try and buy in to catch a very huge move, and of course when they didn't see that, they kind of sold off and kind of got a bit anxious and didn't go in with the stock. But now it looks to have leveled out a bit, and I am happy to see that, to be honest, because I think it does show some strength potentially leading into next week. So of course, looking at this one for the long term, we already know what Pfizer does. It's a drug company in the sense that they, offer a lot of different medications. It's not just vaccines for coronavirus. There are a lot of different things which they do, but of course that is the main driver at the minute, this vaccine. And I think leading up to that, I think we should hopefully see some increases in revenue for Pfizer due to the vaccine, approval potentially in certain countries. And I think this is going to be a big factor for the next 12 months, if not longer, because of course if this is something that we are going to deal with for now, it's just going to be like any other vaccine, in my opinion, in the sense that we already know, you take the flu vaccine, you take vaccines for this and that, and of course if this is just going to be one of those ones, the revenue is going to kind of stay stable for quite a long time, and even increase as the general population does increase. So yeah, for the short term, however, I'm going to have a quick look at what the analysts say, like I said. So yeah, when we do have a quick look on the Wall Street Journal, which is of course at WSJ.com, we can see that the analyst ratings are actually quite interesting. So when we do have a quick look, we have some analysts. We have, on the 3-month period, we had 6 analysts which were saying buy the stock, 2 which were saying that it was overweight, and 9 which were saying that you should hold the stock. So essentially, the buy means that you should obviously go out and buy the stock. The overweight means that the stock is potentially going to do better than what it should do, and obviously the hold is kind of, if you don't have the stock yet, don't buy it, but if you don't want to sell it, you shouldn't sell it, as it will probably do okay. Obviously, looking back to 1 month ago, we had 7 analysts which were positive on it, saying that you should directly go out and buy it. We had only 1 analyst which was saying that it was overweight, and we had 13 analysts which were saying that you should hold. So again, very strong when we are looking to the hold section. Looking at the current ratings from analysts, we can see that they basically say that 6 of them should buy it. We have another 15 which are saying that you should hold it if you don't already have it, and actually none are saying overweight. So very interesting in my opinion. Looking at some price targets for this stock over the next 12 months, we do have a high estimate of $53, a median of $42, and a low of $34. So I think that's very interesting indeed, because when we do have a quick look at how much the share price is worth now, it's only 37. So I'm wondering if these people have actually taken into account the, potential vaccine release. And of course, I think if that one does get unrolled in a lot more different countries, I think we should see a lot more increasing revenue figures in this company's price. So when we do have a quick look at actual revenue figures, we can see that they are doing decent on, previous years and whatnot. I think that is decent to see. I think quarter 3 was slightly worse than quarter 2 and quarter 1, but I think the quarter 4 results will actually be quite, indicative of what we are going to see in the next few years and whatnot, because obviously once this quarter 4 does become unveiled, we will see a lot more what we are dealing with, as a few countries I do believe have unrolled this vaccine. Sorry about that, I cannot speak. Yeah, a few countries have already unrolled this one. I think that's kind of interesting to see. So of course that gives kind of an indication of how much of a revenue increase we're going to see for Pfizer. I think that's going to be interesting for the next 12 weeks. So I think you guys are going to enjoy these updates on Pfizer as they do keep coming. So if you do like the sound of them, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until that episode. See you then.